So we're gonna take it back to my high school days in New Design High School in Manhattan in the Lower East Side. And we're gonna talk about this girl that, how do I put this? She's a little bit obsessed. She's a little bit weird. Like, I honestly felt like she was obsessed with me. So it was in the 9th grade, and I was dating this boy, and it was one of my first boyfriends. Ooh, that was like, I guess, more, like a little bit more, like, not really serious, but it was like one of like my first real boyfriends. So, well, let me backtrack. I gotta backtrack. So it was freshman year of high school, and me and this girl became friends pretty instantly. We had the same homeroom. We'll give her a name of, I'm gonna just call her Butterfly because I keep staring at my shirt over there that has butterflies on it. So we'll give her the name of Butterfly. So me, Butterfly, and let's call the other girl another name. Me, Butterfly, and Deer. We kind of all just clicked instantly. Deer was in another homeroom. However, we were all freshmen, I believe. I believe we all were freshmen. So we all just became pretty close. And I also became close with this boy in my homeroom, which we'll call Jason. So me and Jason also became close. And we all kind of hung out together. We was all pretty cool, you know. And one day me and Jason, you know, decided to date. And I don't really remember exactly how this went. All I know is that he became my boyfriend and me and him started dating. And I know she started like getting like really weird. Like, she started like getting like jealous, and it was like she would say things like, you need to choose if you want to hang out with him or hang out with me. If you're gonna come home with us today, like on the train, you need to not invite him along because he's distracting you. And I'm like, he's my boyfriend, like what do you expect, you know? And yeah, so I felt like she wanted me to pick and choose between my friends and my boyfriend. And I was just like, this is dumb. Like, we're all friends. Or at least I thought, you know. I didn't think it was an issue. I didn't think it was that big of a deal that she was so upset about my boyfriend. So, yeah, she was just weirdly jealous of him. And it just got to the point that I was pretty much being bullied. Like, to the point where, like, she just kept following us home one day. And we were getting on the train, you know, because we would take the train to Brooklyn to drop him off, and then I would take the train up to the Bronx to go home. So we would take the train down to Broad Street so that he could take whatever train he has to take from there to go home. Or usually, I think he had karate practice, so he would go there and then go home, or his mom would meet him, things like that. So we were going on the train, and she just kept following me, and she was calling me a bitch, this, that, and the third, saying I'm not a real friend because I'm spending more time with him, and yada, yada, yada. And he's just in my ear, and he's just like, babe, like, if she touches you, you better hit her back. Like, don't stay hit. And now, I wasn't a fighter. I wouldn't consider myself to be a fighter. But I have been in a few fights before that day and out, you know, before that time in, you know, middle school, elementary school, whatever. And, you know, I wasn't the best fighter in the world, but I also wasn't a punk. And I wasn't just going to let somebody keep calling me names, and I wasn't doing anything wrong, you know. And it just got to the point where I just dropped my book bag, and I was just on I stood in the train station, and I threw down my book bag, and I was like, if you got a problem, let's go. Like, I don't have beef with you, but if you feel some type of way, then let's go. Seriously. So we was like in the station, and like they had like a little bench there. So I threw my bag down on the bench, and I was like, if you want to fight me, let's go. Like, this girl was like twice my size. Yes, I was scared, but I was also not gonna let her feel like you're just gonna pick on me and I'm gonna just stay there. Like, you got me fucked up. So basically she pushed me, and when she pushed me, I didn't realize how close I was to the train tracks, and I was literally like a few inches away from like falling in. And when I looked back, and I was like, yo, like, I could have fucking fell in there. But like, I didn't say it out loud, but like in my mind, it was like, yo, like, I could have fell in there. Like, this bitch is crazy. And we just started fighting, and we basically fought it out, whatever. Deer and my boyfriend Jason broke it up at the time, and they were just like, that's it. And all I remember is I grabbed the hair, like she had like braids in, and I grabbed her braids like right before they had pulled us apart, and I stomped on her glasses, like just to be petty, because I don't know, I was being petty. And when I got on the chair, I was like, that's not my hair all over the floor, that's not my hair, blah blah blah, like being stupid and immature. But like at the same time, I felt like if you're gonna pick on me right, at least try to win the fight. But like, all your hair was all over the floor, your glasses were broken, and you had scratches on your face. I did have, however, like a few scratches like on my face, but it wasn't a big deal to me. Like, I was just ready for it to be over. Like, I was just done. So at that point, I just went home, and it was just so awkward because we were both heading towards uptown. So they were going to Harlem, and I was going up to the Bronx. And her friend, you know, stood on her side, and I was like, fuck it, I guess I lost to both of them. And she pretty much, like, just kept staring at me the whole way, like, on the next train and everything. Didn't say a word. And then next thing I know, the next day I come into school, and the next day I was absent from school. I don't remember why, but I don't think it had anything to do with the fight. And then I know I had came in the day following, and people were telling me how she had brought her mom to the school, saying how I jumped her and everything else. And I had to fill out like a report telling what happened, because like this girl completely twisted the story and like made it seem like I just attacked her for no reason. And like they got a statement from my boyfriend at the time, they got a statement from her friend. And I was like, no, that's bullshit, like that's a lie. So they brought us into the guidance counselor's office, and they basically sat us down, and they was like, well, what's the issue? And you know, she said how she felt, and she felt like I was not paying attention to her as a friend because I started dating a boyfriend, which is normal sometimes. When, you know, it's your first boyfriend, you get interested in them. Sometimes you do forget about your friends. That is normal, I get it. But there was a way to go about it. The way to go about it was not to try to fight me over. You could have sat me down and been like, hey, like, let's do this together without him. That way me and you have some girl time, you know, without your boyfriend. Let's spend time together, just me and you. Like, I don't want you to forget that you have friends, you know. But she just went about it wrong. And I told her, like, in the meeting, and I was just like, I don't know what your problem is. Like, you could have went about this a whole different way, but you didn't. You chose to try to fight me over it. So what do you expect me to do? Just stay there and stay pushed and act like I'm scared? No, I'm going to hit back and I'm going to fight back. Because you're not going to bully me and to make me think that I did something wrong just because I'm happy dating my boyfriend, you know? So, yeah, I don't know what happened after that, but all I know is pretty much a week or two after that, I never saw her again. She wasn't in her school no more. I don't know if she asked to be transferred. I don't know what happened, but by like mid-freshman year, she kind of just like disappeared, and I never saw her again. And yeah, it was crazy. And that relationship obviously didn't even last, so like it wasn't even worth fighting for. But like still, like, I don't get it. People are weird. Like, she literally wanted to fight me because I started dating a boy and I was happy, so I was spending less time with her. But like, there's a way to go about things, you know? But yeah, this story just came to my mind earlier today, and I was like, I need to tell them about this story. So that's the story about how this girl that I went to high school with kind of wanted to fight me because she was obsessed with me and got mad I wasn't spending enough time with her and I was spending more time with my boyfriend. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy that. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you guys press that notification bell down below to be notified every time I upload a new video. Make sure you guys press that subscribe button down below. And stay tuned with me on me living my best life. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.